guys, welcome to today's video. Today we have a box opening and you know it, my sound has gone again. So let's just get into this box opening. I haven't been doing box openings lately on my YouTube channel because I feel like I flooded it. And so I've been doing them on my TikTok channel. So if you want to go over there, it's exactly the same as my YouTube channel. It's just ShellBellsChannel and it's on TikTok. And if you also haven't found my Instagram, that's also ShellBellsChannel. And if you want to see the things that I make, like the hybrids and or my sewing, dummy chains, I'm also starting to get some things like dummies and stuff like that in. This baby is to be hybrid, so I bought her for the sole purpose to hybrid her. So as we can see here, Klaus loves box openings and he loves to eat boxes. And he loves to stick his big nose in. I'm really sad that the audio is missing from this because it's such a cute little video. Klaus is just being the cutest little puppy here. He just wants to get his little nose in there. So you can see I'm telling him to be gentle and he just really wants to stick his nose wherever he can get it. So I just have to let him know to be gentle, and he kind of just takes it back a little bit. He's so funny. He tries to take the bubble wrap out here and he gets a little bit. He starts eating it here, but it's okay. He doesn't eat any of it. He just like breaks it up and I pull it away from him. The artist's name, her name is Jane Richdale. And the sculpt of the baby is Betty by Adri Stoete, S-T-O-E-T-E, Stoete. I've taken her outside in natural light so you can see her a little bit better, see her paint. She has beautiful big eyelashes and her hair just sits like naturally like that. I don't even know why. It's so cute though. I love how it just flicks out. Her hair is like really thick. It's weird. Like the actual hair pieces feel thick and strong. It's really cool. And I feel like that helps keep the hair in place kind of thing. She is all hybrid and dressed and ready to be tested. So I just thought that I would show you guys testing her. She's still available on my Facebook page for adoption. She has the cutest hair that just styles really well, and she has the cutest little pouty lip. And it works so well with the bottle because I could just get it to kind of go there. Like, I've tested bits of her, but I want to do a final test, make sure everything's settled and is in the correct spot. And how cute is she in blue, because it just like, I feel like this outfit like matches with her eyes. There's Klaus. Betty is a Real Care 2 Plus and a Reborn mixed together. So I'm going to use the controller and we're going to do a demonstration of feeding. So she scans best in the top on either shoulder. On the shoulder instead of in the middle. And then her bottle, you can feed her like that, or you can bring it in like that. Her teat has gone all funny, so I'm gonna have to replace the teat or replace the bottle, which sucks. Someone told me to try putting nail polish, clear nail polish on them, because I've had a few teats go like that with the magnets in them. Also remember with the 2 Plus babies that you'll need to rock them or move them when you're feeding them so that they know that you're holding them. So they don't really like to be fed how I'm feeding her now. That's her feeding. So her feeding sensor's working, and you can see it's just here under her lip, which is perfect. Now let's do burp. And we just need to pat her. This is the cutest sound when she does it. Ready? That's my favorite sound that they make, I think. It's so cute. Testing the nappy change. Let's try if the sensor down here will work. This one's on the back, so I don't think it will. Oh, it does on the side. So you can pretty much ID her on the edges, on the sides. Now this one's a nappy change. Oh, we need the ID. We can try and ID her in a different spot. Give a little cough thing, that means it's a nappy change cry. Alright, we've got an ID. Let's try down here. Oh, let's try in the middle. No, but to the side. To the side definitely works. So on the sides. Trying out these new nappies, just for something different. Oh no! She obviously, her sensor wasn't registering, and she thought she had no nappy on, and then she thought she got a nappy. Let's do that one again. So this one should definitely register on the bum, because that's where the sensors are. Oh no, how will I do this with one hand? So when you're doing a nappy change, just remember that with the Real Cares, it's about the sensors. So obviously this is the sensor here and it needs to line up. So her sensor is just right under this hard bit in the plastic, kind of just there. So that's where it kind of needs to sit. And if the nappy ever slides up or moves away, baby will just think that it doesn't have a nappy on. So if you were to put the yellow nappy back on, just a little trick, if you have lost your nappy and you've only got one yellow or one green, if you put the nappy on when it needs a nappy change and then take that off and put on, like, say a disposable one and just keep reusing it, or a cloth nappy each time, and take the sensor away, basically when the baby goes to have a nappy change again, it's just going to be like, I don't have a nappy on. So when you put the same color back on, it's just going to be like, oh, there's my yellow one. So these babies don't cry when they don't have the nappy, like the Generation 6 do. So the Generation 6, if their nappies come loose, they cry and want their nappy to be put back on. Whereas the 2 plus, and the 3s don't care if they don't have a nappy on. So yeah, you can just leave this one off if you just have one nappy and put it on as a nappy change, and that's it. I feel like that kind of takes the fun out of it. You could always just get the chip, and like, even if you cut this square out, you could get Velcro and put it on the back and put it in a cloth nappy. Then you could put it on the baby and like take the Velcro patch out after you've done the nappy change, and then Velcro patch it into another nappy, so that when you swap them, you still swap the nappy, but you just would take the chip out each time. That's something I would do, because these are really hard to find, believe it or not. So I'm happy with her nappy change function. What we want is for the patch to kind of sit around here, so around this part. That's a new thing that I've just found out. That was through somebody else's research. Someone questioned it, and then someone else tested it 100%, and then I think that the original person tested it as well. So I feel like that's pretty cool to note. Next up, we have a rock. Let's try and ID her on her bum this time. So, on her bum. I have a dress, it's just risen up a little bit. So that ID'd on her bum, which is good. And now she feels like she's being rocked. So this sound is correct. It means keep doing what you're doing, you're giving me the correct care. Perfect. Rocking is good. I'll just show you some other noises that she makes. So this is happy. And she can just make this whenever she feels like it. So that's a cute little sound. This says awake. Awake demonstration. What? Guys, I have never seen awake and asleep demonstrations. So let's try this. When she's awake, can she go on her side? Yes, can she go on her head? No. So that is the sound that she'll make when she's upset in a wrong position. Okay, I'm sorry. Can she go on this side? Okay, so she's pretty happy. I have honestly never seen this. How can they update a controller? It says sleep. What has happened? I've never ever seen sleep before on this controller. How is that possible? She has a sleeping function. That's really good to know. Can you guys hear that? It's so cute. That's my second favorite sound. It should be my first favorite sound because then they're asleep, but I really love the little burp sound. What? That's wild. Okay, cough. They can randomly cough. And they can be fussy. It's a cry that doesn't really get cranky or loud kind of thing. Okay, she accepts the ID, but there's not much you can do for her. She will just cry out this course of whatever she's got to do. She's being fussy. And that's how it ends. It literally just cuts off. She doesn't make a coo sound, a burp sound, anything. She just stops crying for a fussy cry. How can they update this controller? It has head support on it. It has rough handling on it. I've never seen these. And sleep and awake. That's crazy. How do they update a controller? The best thing about this is I always take the batteries out. It's got 4 mix matched at the moment, but I always take the batteries out because with this controller, I don't know what is wrong with it, but sometimes the screen just goes black and it doesn't work or something. But maybe it was just draining the batteries, I'm not sure. Oh, they all last 30 seconds. That's crazy. But yeah, so maybe I left the batteries in and it didn't update, and that's why the batteries were drained. Because I was a little scared that it was broken. But wow, I can't believe, how long has this update been done? Because I literally have never left the batteries in it. That's why it doesn't have the cover, because I always take them out when I'm done. And I left them in it the last time I used it. Okay, so back to this. Head support is not in the hybrids. But rough handling is. I don't really want to do rough handling. This is a rough handling cry. Oh, is she just gonna do it, or do I have to hit her? Oh gosh. Alright. Oh. Now, you're gonna ID her. Okay, and now you're gonna soothe her the whole time. You shouldn't get any of this cry because I had to hit her really hard. And that's a rough handling cry. Also, no sound at the end, but you can hear that the cry kind of fades down. Alrighty, so she is working how she needs to be working. So I'm happy with all of the functions that are supposed to be working, and obviously the ones that aren't working are the head support, but I cut the wires and it's not in there, so I know that that's why it's not going to work. When I sell her, she'll come home with an X stick, not the controller, which is a little stick that you put in your computer and it sends everything to her wirelessly, and you can control her and program her and do demonstrations and everything, which is really cool. I love her little blue eyes. She's so cute. I'm just really thinking, if this was my baby, what would I name her? She has such a cute little face. So I'm just wondering for you guys, if this was your baby, what would you name her? Comment that below. I would love to see some names. I think she's so sweet. The little blonde hair. And I think she looks so cute in blue. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on my next video. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And thank you so much for everybody and all of your support watching my videos. And I also really appreciate reading all the kind comments. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you in my next video.